And you could take a guy like Canelo. This guy could do. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to
Floyd Mayweather has shaken up the boxing world again, calling out Terence Crawford right after Canelo Alvarez's latest fight. Known for his confidence and perfect record, Mayweather made it clear he's ready for another high-stakes showdown. Fans and analysts are buzzing at the idea of Mayweather facing Crawford, one of boxing's top pound-for-pound fighters, adding fresh excitement and speculation to the sport. The anticipation is intense.
Canelo this week actually said something interesting. He goes like Crawford's better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that? Do you feel like he is?
I think he's more all-rounded in some ways, but Mayweather was so good at certain things that made him impossible to beat. He really stuck to his niche of style, where Crawford kind of tries to fight the more honest, I guess, exciting, traditional way, being there, just moving out the way, landing the shot, where Mayweather would have you dancing around him and chasing him and falling short and falling in and countering the life out of you, and knew and understood 10-9 rounds better than anyone else. You only have to win 7, 10-9 rounds clear and you've won the fight as long as you don't get put down. And obviously he never really got put down. I know there's a few question marks, but for all intents and purposes, never got put down, and he was the best, one of the best to ever do it. It's very hard to go a whole career undefeated.
Terence "Bud" Crawford preserved his undefeated record by beating Canelo Alvarez via unanimous decision, claiming the undisputed super middleweight title. The fight, held at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on September 13, 2025, was one of the year's most anticipated matchups. Moving up 2 weight classes, Crawford entered the ring with confidence. Despite Canelo's natural size and power, Crawford controlled the pace, using precise boxing, quick footwork, and smart combinations to neutralize his opponent's advantage.
What did you think of the fight?
Man, I loved it, man. I loved the fight, man. I love the fight. I did not know how it was gonna go. I didn't think the weight was gonna be a problem for Terence Crawford. I'm on record saying I didn't think it was gonna be a problem, but it stood to be seen. It needed to be seen, and I knew we would have known after the first, second, or third round. You feel what I'm saying? And when I seen how Canelo was respecting his jab and how Canelo was respecting his power from the very beginning, I knew how it was going to go. And I knew that Bud was only going to get stronger and get bolder and, start to wear him down, because Canelo is known to start to wear a little bit in the later round.
Everyone said that Crawford was not going to exchange tonight, and he traded with Canelo up close.
Man, Bud is the best, man. Bud is the best. I've been on wax and saying that, Bud. I've been on wax and saying that for a couple of years now. I bet against Bud on Spence. I bet against Bud on Porter. I didn't think that Bud was the best. I got to give it to him. Bud the best, right? He hands down. He the best. He the best right now. I don't think nobody need to question him no more. I mean, you kind of got to give him his respect no matter what. You got to give him his respect. He just went up 2 weight classes what people said he couldn't do. He's doing everything that people say he can't do, and he is doing it with ease. You got to respect that.
Break it down for me. How did he win that fight in the way he won it tonight?
He won the fight by gaining Canelo's respect. I think he was already in Canelo's head a little bit. I think that even though Canelo knew he was smaller and everything else, these fighters are still humans, and they hear what the people are saying. Canelo was Crawford was undefeated. Look at what he did to Spence. I mean, look at what he's doing to some of these people. So no matter what, I mean, you have to take that into consideration.
For this fight, Floyd Mayweather Jr. backed Terence Crawford, trusting his skill to beat Canelo Alvarez. Even though Crawford was seen as the underdog, Mayweather placed a $50,000 moneyline bet at plus 148 odds. When Crawford won by unanimous decision, Mayweather's wager earned him $124,000. The bet not only showed his confidence in Crawford's abilities, but also highlighted Mayweather's keen understanding of boxing.
Check this out, guys. Floyd Money Mayweather just shared on social media that he bet $50,000 in Crawford to win, and he won $75,000 back. So Crawford made Mayweather $74,000. Most people that I talk to were betting on Canelo. A few people bet on Crawford. How much money did you win on Crawford? $200 here, $200 there. But most people that I know bet on Canelo. And we're here from Canelo. We're gonna hear from Crawford, and I'll keep you guys posted. But right now, Floyd Money Mayweather bet on Crawford and made some money. What do you want to see Crawford do next? What do you want to see Canelo do next? Let me know. Definitely interesting developments here tonight. When I watched the fight live, I thought Canelo won. I think Canelo won. I have to watch it again, but with no audio because I know the broadcasters were all against Canelo. They were all against him all week from the rivals. So I don't expect anything different.
Floyd Mayweather has also stated his position in the pound-for-pound discussion, naming Terence Crawford as the top fighter in the world today. After Crawford's dominant performance against Canelo Alvarez, Mayweather praised his skill, discipline, and ability to excel across multiple weight classes. For Mayweather, pound-for-pound status isn't just about titles. It's about consistently proving superiority over the best opponents. And he believes Crawford has done that. By defeating elite champions and staying undefeated, Crawford has established himself as the fighter to beat in modern boxing.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion, something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford has long admired Floyd Mayweather, not just for his in-ring skills, but for how he managed his career and legacy. Over time, this respect developed into a genuine connection. Crawford has received advice and small tips from Mayweather, which he takes seriously and applies in his own career. Their relationship reflects a deeper bond rooted in ambition, legacy, and a shared understanding of what it takes to achieve greatness in boxing.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real.
Never. I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Well, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, man.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, beat his ass. That's some hate.
Recently, Canelo Alvarez openly stated in a press conference, "I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather." The comment stood out because Alvarez had suffered his first career loss to Mayweather in 2013 at just 23 and undefeated. Crawford's performance was exceptional, using superior hand speed, footwork, and strategy to outbox Alvarez over 12 rounds. Despite moving up 2 weight divisions, Crawford successfully minimized Alvarez's power with smart defense and precise counterpunching.
TV right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Champ, first off, I want to thank you for the illustrious career that you have given us in the game. You've been a steadfast professional in the way that you conducted yourself, and I want to thank you on behalf of all of the boxing media.
Thank you, sir.
Number
my
2,
pleasure.
Champ, I wanted to ask you, this was a fight that we haven't seen from you before. We've never seen you have the sustained and prolonged frustration during the fight. Was there a point in time where you figured that this just wasn't going to be my night? And if you did, when did that happen?
No, I never thought that. I always try. All the rounds I try, but you need to accept it, right? Sometimes you cannot go, and I try all the rounds. I never think about that because imagine. So I cannot think in that way, but I try my best tonight.
And lastly for me, Champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
After Canelo Alvarez claimed that Terence Crawford is far better than Floyd Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, fired back. He suggested Canelo's comment was a tactic to boost Crawford's reputation and make Canelo's own loss to Floyd look better. Jeff stressed that Canelo was in his prime when he faced Mayweather, disputing the idea that Floyd was past his best. He also argued that while Crawford is very skilled, Mayweather's defensive mastery still surpasses him.
Well, also if we remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience. And he took him, into deep water. So
yeah. What was Canelo? What, 20-something? 21? 23? 25?
Yeah, very, very young in the game, obviously.
Yeah, very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah, but
man, that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people. But
how you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, for sure, and that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
Trainer Greg Hackett has joined the debate over Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Terence Crawford, insisting that Mayweather is still the superior fighter. Even with Crawford's impressive win over Canelo Alvarez, Hackett points to Mayweather's unmatched defensive skills and ring intelligence as key differentiators. While recognizing Crawford's talent, he stresses that Mayweather's undefeated record and dominance across multiple weight classes keep him above Crawford in the all-time rankings, reflecting the ongoing discussion in boxing about the greatest of this era.
The Floyd Mayweather that Canelo Alvarez fought.
Yeah.
And the last version of Terence Crawford that we've seen in the ring.
Yeah.
Who's the better fighter, Jim?
Of course you got to give it to Floyd. Floyd at that time, Ben, what's up? Floyd at that time versus Canelo was in total confidence. His skill set, his IQ, you know what I'm saying? Everything he do, he was just a complete fighter that night. But I feel like was up against a lot because he was fighting a guy that we knew something about, but we ain't know too much about. People don't understand how much a fighter could be thrown off by what he don't know. And the reason it throws you off is because you're actually learning about the fighter while you're in there.
Eddie Hearn has publicly rejected Canelo Alvarez's claim that Terence Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. He argued that Crawford's record doesn't compare to Mayweather's, noting that many of Crawford's opponents were past their prime. While acknowledging Crawford's notable wins, including his recent victory over Canelo, Hearn emphasized that Crawford hasn't faced the same depth of elite competition across multiple weight classes that defined Mayweather's career.
Canelo saying that Crawford's a better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. But I think Crawford's a phenomenal fighter. The thing is with Crawford, and I was kind of goading him on this, and it's not his fault. His resume's not that impressive. Like I said to him, tell me your best win ever. This is what I said to him. And you know what he said? Ricky Burns. Right? Now, Ricky Burns is a great fighter. He's my guy. He's a 3-division world champion. But you can't say that he is, like one of the greats. He's one of the greats of Scottish boxing. But if you're talking about one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters of all time, it's not Terence's fault that he hasn't been able to get those fights. But a lot of the guys that he's fought have been done. Even arguably Ricky Burns at the time. I know he went on to win other world championships, but he was kind of on the slide at that time. Kell Brook, Amir Khan, Gamboa, all of these guys. Who else did he beat? Ndongo, like Errol Spence, another example. Terence is brilliant, but he's never actually really had many notable victories. This would be it. I mean, this would be an incredible achievement. But I just feel like at the age that they're at, like, what is going to happen in this fight? And I just see I don't think Terence, because he shouldn't, is going to take that many chances in the fight. He needs to use his movement, use his footwork, which Canelo doesn't like, and win rounds. And Canelo doesn't really like to force a fight. When did you last see Canelo really trying to get...
Carmel Moughton recently reaffirmed that Floyd Mayweather will always be the GOAT. Even with all the talk about Terence Crawford's dominance, Martin highlighted that Mayweather's perfect record, ring IQ, defensive mastery, and consistent success across weight classes set a standard few can reach. While he acknowledged Crawford's achievements, especially his win over Canelo, Martin stressed that true greatness isn't defined by a single fight. It's about sustained excellence, longevity, and often making history while remaining undefeated at the top. In his view, Crawford is elite, but Mayweather's legacy remains on another level.
Two pound-for-pound greats of this era. Canelo, we see the resume. Crawford, two-time undisputed. Potentially this weekend becomes 3. I've said in a few interviews, is it skills pay the bills, or does a good big man beat a good little man? How do you see it?
I feel like the skills pay the bills, and I feel like Crawford's not that much littler than Canelo. We've seen in the face-off that they're around the same size. If not, Crawford look a little bigger than. Yeah, for sure. So, really just, we're going to see tomorrow, how it plays out. Whoever the better man is that night, I feel like will win. I feel like it's even playing fields, and, both guys coming ready. So we're just going to have to see.
If Terence does win this, a lot of people are saying that puts him as the greatest of all time. Now, I know it's hard because obviously you've been with Floyd, and a lot of people are saying Floyd is the greatest. But does that at least put him in that conversation with your Floyd Mayweathers, your Manny Pacquiao's, your Sugar Ray Leonard's, all the greats of the past, and obviously Canelo obviously as well, because he'll be there. Does that put him there?
Yeah, for sure. Of course, nobody will ever.
Terence Crawford addressed comparisons to Floyd Mayweather Jr., stressing that each fighter should be judged in the context of their own era. He believes he's the greatest of his time, just as Mayweather was in his, and sees no need for direct comparisons. This shows Crawford's confidence and his desire to build a legacy distinct from past legends. After Crawford's historic win over Canelo Alvarez, his trainer Brian "Bomac" McIntyre made it clear there would be no rush into another fight. He emphasized that Crawford just achieved one of his biggest victories and deserves time to rest, recover, and recharge after a grueling 12-round preparation. Instead of immediately planning his next opponent, Bomac insists Crawford take a well-earned break to enjoy his accomplishment before deciding on the next step in his legendary career.
Back in the gym. We're going to get back in the gym, and we're going to assess that. And, right now I just want him to go on vacation, have some fun, spend time with his family, man, because we trained for probably a half a year for that fun. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time spent away from home, a lot of time spent away from the family. So I just want him to just go get back home. And wait for you. Yeah. No, hey, this is thing. You appreciate you. What you're saying about training a half a year. You trained almost a half a year for that fight. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it was so sharp.
Bernie Thigh Boxer, a close ally of Terence Crawford, criticized the scoring after the Canelo fight, claiming they tried to rob Crawford. He argued the judges didn't properly reflect Crawford's dominance, giving rounds unfairly or too closely. According to him, Crawford controlled the fight, set the pace, showed superior fundamentals, and outworked Canelo, yet the scorecards didn't fully reward those efforts. Even with a unanimous decision win, Bernie feels the scoring margins were unjust, highlighting how controversial judging still fuels debate in boxing, even in seemingly clear victories.
The second time he destroyed every myth. Can he take the punch? Is he strong? Is this guy too strong? Man, he did everything. He did everything. Didn't he? Stood and fought with him. See how he
within the pocket. Within the pocket.
Turned him. Did everything. Talking about he too strong. Turned him a couple times. Pushed it. Covered the.
Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather brings a unique perspective to this matchup. Back in 2013, he defeated an undefeated, rising Canelo Alvarez, a win that remains one of the highlights of his career, showing off his defensive skill and ring intelligence. Now, years later, Mayweather is targeting Terence Crawford, the fighter who recently dominated Canelo. By calling out Crawford, Floyd isn't just stirring excitement in boxing. He's also reminding fans that he still believes he can compete with the very best.
Whether at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young. Yeah. And he was like, that was when he used to
No, he was
prime,
in his
right?
prime, yeah.
Prime, and you're only 23?
20.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because
if you beat him, you gonna be the best in the world. 23, so imagine that. But you know, he was the better man that night. A lot of experience. He's a great fighter. So,
Do you think Floyd Mayweather calling out Terence Crawford could set up one of the biggest fights ever? Or should Floyd stay retired and let Crawford lead the new era? Share your thoughts in the comments below.